This is Scot Kenkel, and I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to this learning session, which is really to help you understand some simple strategies for succeeding in the real estate business, how to sell more houses. One of the most common ways of selling more houses is to work with expired listings, and I know that initially you might have a negative thought about expired listings. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't have an opinion whatsoever, but a lot of agents do. I want to give you my top 3 reasons why I think you should be working expired listings to grow your real estate business. And this isn't just because it's a great way of getting marketable listings that are going to sell quick, make money, and be able to pay your bills. I'm going to give you some of the ones that you didn't think about. Number 1 reason is this. There's more expireds coming up than ever before. And understanding that these expired listings are people that have had a negative experience. They have not sold their house. They understand how the real estate business works, but their house did not sell. There's more of them now than there ever was, which is a good reason for you to get out there and really embrace the idea of working with them. And there's going to continue to be even more. So I think it's very important to understand that there are a lot of expired listings. There's going to be many more of them. Now's the time to really understand how to work with them. Second reason that I think is why you should be working with expired listings, and this is one that some people might be slightly offended, maybe not, but there's almost no competition. I mean, there are agents out there that act like they work with expireds, and there's some that do a good job of it, but most of the agents that are in the business today do not work with expired listings. They don't go after them, and they give all kinds of excuses like they don't have the time to do it. They don't have the time to learn how to do it. It looks like a whole lot of work. They gave it a shot and it didn't work out for them. But I think most of it is because they feel that if they don't know what to say or they don't know what to do, that they can't succeed. Now, maybe it's because they don't want to feel that sense of rejection. None of us want to be rejected. And you don't have to be rejected. Being rejected is just a matter of asking the wrong things or saying the wrong things. But in the end, it doesn't take much time. It's not a lot of work. I mean, work is work. And you really don't need to know what to say. As a matter of fact, number 3 reason why you should be working expired listings is that you don't really need any special skills. Yeah, you need skills to be able to fill out paperwork, take a listing, know how to talk to people, know how to walk, know how to drive a car, and get into the MLS and place ads and all that stuff. But when it comes to working with folks who have had their house on the market, you don't really need skills to succeed. You need skills to get really, really good at it. But you can still take listings and have no skills. And let me take you back a step. Because if you've ever talked to an expired, you probably already know that there's certain things that they're going to tell you. And one of the secrets to getting good at working with expired listings is they're going to say certain things. And they're going to tell you that, if you have a buyer, come on and talk to me, or they're going to get mad at you because you didn't call them when they were on the market, or they're going to accuse you of being like every other agent, or they're going to ask you how much you charge, or they're going to tell you that they're not going to go back on the market, or they're going to decide to wait until spring, summer, kids get out of school, they graduate. Who knows? You have to become unfazed with what they tell you. There's actually an NAR survey, and there's 2 parts of this survey that I think are very important in helping you understand why you should work with expired listings. The first part of the survey said that of all the people who had their house on the market and it became an expired status, half of them are going to put their house back on the market within 30 days. It doesn't matter what they tell you. The sellers tell you one thing and do something different. Half of them are going back on the market. You don't have to tell them that. But if there were 6 houses today that came up on your expired list, understand this. Half of them are going to come back on the market in 30 days. And here's the really good news. When they come back on the market, more than likely, they're going to go back on the market with a different agent. That should give you some hope. So if there's 6 expired listings on today's list, 3 of them are going to come back on the market within 30 days, regardless of what they tell you. Now, they might all tell you that they're not going to come back on the market. But 3 of them are going to relist with a different agent within 30 days. But the other part of the survey is the interesting part. Because this part of the survey is when they asked sellers, how did you pick your agent? Oddly enough, they had all kinds of responses. But 1 out of 3 sellers said, I picked my agent because I felt a connection. I felt like we connected. 1 out of 3. Now, 2 out of 3, they had other reasons. And just like the 6 houses on your expired list today, 3 of them are going to go back on the market. And of those 3, 2 of them are going to go back on the market with a different agent because that agent had the best marketing plan or the lowest commission, or maybe they made better promises than the other agents, or maybe they came from the bigger or the smaller brokerage, or maybe they had experience or no experience. Who knows? But what if you don't have any of those things? What can you do? Because I said you don't have to have experience. You don't have to have skills. Yep, that's what I said. Well, 2 of them are going to list because of those reasons, but 1 of them is going to list because they felt the connection. And here's the whole point to this session. Getting good at working with expired listings is not about knowing what to say or do. It's statistically, you have a 1 in 3 chance of getting the listing if you just focus on connecting with people, or better yet, focus on not making them hate you. Watch what other agents do and don't do what they do. If you make contact with 6 expireds today, 3 of them are going to go back on the market. 2 of them are going to pick an agent based on all kinds of other reasons, but one of them are going to list with the agent they feel the connection to. And I hope that helps. I hope at least it restores your faith in the fact that you can probably go out there today. No matter how you get hold of them, no matter what you say to them, no matter what you do, just connect. Focus on connecting. And if you want to learn a little bit more on my approach to working with expired listings, I'm going to give you a site to go to where I will actually share with you for free how to take a listing each week while working 10 hours or less. It's my real estate agent's guide to working expired listings. And whether you're listening to the recorded version or the live version, go to www.howtosellmorehouses.com, and you should see a button at the top. Just click on that button at the top, video tutorial, select expireds, and you'll be able to watch my recorded. It's not live. It was live when I did it, but if it's not the live recording, it's the recording of the live session. You can also find more at my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/sellmorehouses or twitter.com/sellmorehouses. My name is Scot Kenkel. I hope that you learned something during this session, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me. Happy learning.